I am going to go ahead and do a voiceover video on this makeup look. It is a very simple, everyday look that anybody can do. It's very, very simple. If you feel like you may be intimidated by the liquid eyeliner, you can go ahead and just do a regular liner, like a pencil liner, and you can just go ahead and do it right underneath the eye, and then go ahead and just do a mascara. That's also a great look, and that's a little more simple for people who are intimidated by the liquid eyeliner. But I tell everybody that, I tell all the women, don't be intimidated by makeup, because you can always wash it off and redo it, and the more you practice, the better you get. So this is just a very simple everyday look for anybody, and it looks great, and it makes you look made together, and it looks really good. So I'm doing a voiceover instead because I don't want this to be a super long video, and because I have the baby here, I'm just trying to do a real quick video. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. Let's just get right in.
Okay, so first we should always use a moisturizer. I'm using here a Jergens BB body cream. It is a tinted moisturizer. Just put that all over your face, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my primer. This is an Estee Lauder Matte Perfecting Primer. You can use whatever kind of primer you feel comfortable with. Some primers have like a silicone in them, and some of them are more creamy. This is more of a creamy texture. For those of you who don't know what the primer is for, it actually creates a barrier between your skin and your foundation, so so that your foundation doesn't crease and like get into your fine lines or pores. Okay, so that's a really great thing. You definitely need to use primer. Right here I am looking for my foundation. So there's my foundation. I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I just recently got a hold of this stuff. This is also my Real Techniques blending sponge. And I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand. And then make sure you damp your beauty blender. It's better when it's damp, not wet, just a little damp. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and add this onto my face. And this is, again, this is the Double Wear Estee Lauder. It is a full coverage. And it's amazing. I love it so much because it's not heavy. It's not a heavy foundation, but it covers everything. It's a really great foundation if you want something that's a full coverage, that doesn't feel heavy, that doesn't feel greasy, or doesn't dry out your skin, because I have very, very dry skin. As you know, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I suffer from psoriasis. So my skin is very dry. This foundation is phenomenal for my skin. It really has changed everything about my makeup routine. It is a little pricey. I think it's $39 for the bottle, but it's well worth it. A little bit goes a long way. It's really great. So yeah, so that's great. So I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way up to the very top. Now this you're just tapping on. You're just tapping onto your skin. You're blending it in all through your hair. Yeah, I get it in my hair. As you can see, I have it all through my hair. You're not supposed to do that. I usually put a headband on so that I don't get it in my hair, but this time I guess I wasn't thinking about it. So yeah, so that's just going to go ahead and get it all in. Make sure you get all your flaws. This, I don't even need a concealer. This literally just covers all of my acne, my psoriasis, all that good stuff. So thumbs up. So after I'm done with that, I am going to go ahead and get a brush. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Aesthetica. This is a banana powder. And this I'm just going to set my foundation with. I prefer the banana powder because I take a lot of pictures. That brush there is not the proper brush for this. That's why I did that. This is not the proper brush. But on vacation, I forgot all of my brushes. This is literally the only brush I brought. And this is a Bare Minerals, like a stippling brush. It's actually a foundation brush. And I use it for everything today. So Anyway, so that's that. So that I'm just blending it in. Back to why I prefer the banana powder is because it doesn't leave a white film on your face. So if you're taking pictures, selfies, anything like that, it's not going to show up bright white on your face. So that's really nice. And now, okay, so this is the Naked Urban Decay Flushed palette in Nooner, and it is awesome. I just recently found this as well. It's got your bronzer, your highlighter, and your blush all in one little palette. It's great for traveling. Again, I'm not using the right brush, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I just want to point out that I notice a lot of girls out there they contour, and they all do the same contour technique. They all do the head, the cheeks, the nose. They all do that. But what people don't realize is that there's everybody has a different face shape. I have a heart-shaped face, so I benefit from putting the bronzer on like around my temples, because it's gonna push that in and it's not gonna make my head look so wide. Okay, so some people want to accentuate that area, so you don't want to put the bronzer in those areas. Okay, so make sure that you guys are finding out what shape face you have. Okay, so this is the highlighter. I put on the blush, and now I'm just gonna add a little highlighter onto my cheeks. This is really nice. I love this highlighter. It's very soft. It's really pretty. Then I just use my finger and I add it onto the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip of my nose. This is going to give you that fresh, like just out of the shower kind of look. Right above the lip, because that's going to go ahead and accentuate your top lip. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit into the insides of my eyes. This is really nice. I love doing this. This also gives you that nice, fresh, awake look. So that just goes in there. So really just a little highlighter goes a long way. You can use the same highlighter for many different things. Like I'm going to use it now on the top of my brow bone. I'm sorry, on my brow bone. So that's real nice. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Oh, my eyeliner. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go ahead and do an eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D liquid eyeliner, and it's in Tattoo, and it is a waterproof eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. It's really one of my favorites. When I found this, I was just blown away. I love this stuff. But like I said in the very beginning, if you are a beginner and you're watching this, do not feel overwhelmed by a liquid eyeliner. It takes a little while to get used to it, but once you get the hang of it, you'll do great. So this, if you prefer not to do the liquid eyeliner, you can go ahead and get a pencil liner. I prefer the charcoal. So Estee Lauder has a really great pencil liner that's a charcoal liner that's specific for your waterline, and you can just put this on the bottom, and that will also give you this look. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my wings. Now your wings are not always going to be exactly the same. Unless you're like an absolute professional, it's not going to happen. I've been using liquid eyeliner for years and I still cannot get them to look exactly the same. So this is a brow wiz. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I use it in the color dark brown. Excuse me, I'm coming down with a cold, so if I sound weird, that's why. Okay, so this I'm just adding into, I already have some pretty thick dark eyebrows, so I really don't need to go crazy with this. I just like to fill in a little bit of my eyebrows. And then you take the other side has a little brush. You go through and you brush your eyebrows. Brush it out. This is the RIMMAL Scandal Eyes. This is one of my favorite mascaras. This one you can buy in the drugstore. I think it's like $8.99. I love it because it's got a nice fat brush and it's pitch black. So it's really nice. It gives you that, you know, fake eyelash look without having to use the glue or anything like that if you're a beginner. So make sure when you do the brush, you're moving it side to side. That way you're separating your lashes at the same time as you're lengthening your eyelashes. So that's a nice little tip for you. And this is great. I love this mascara. And it's not expensive. Make sure you do the bottom. And there you go. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to go ahead and get I think I'm going for the lipstick. Yes. This is from a company called JD Glow Cosmetics. And this is in the color Nude Brulee. It's a liquid lipstick. It's a matte lipstick. And I'm totally in love with it. I love the color of it because it's got a nice little rose color to it. It's got a nice pink color. I'm not really too into the complete nude. I think that it washes you out, especially for my skin. Some women look great with it, but I just personally don't. So I like this one. JD Glow Cosmetics is a company that you probably never heard of. It's a small company. Okay, so that's it. That's the look. Very simple, easy, and you look great.
Mama.
What are you doing? What are you doing? So I also wanted to mention that I'm going to have all these products that I used linked below in the description. So if you have, so that you can get the same products that I use. I also use products that are no name branders. So I use products that may not be a name that you've ever heard of, because I am a true believer. I like to give small businesses my business because you know, a lot of the times they kind of get pushed aside from these big name companies, and I'm not bashing into big name companies because they're great as well. As you can see, I use a lot of the big name also, but don't think, oh, I'm not going to get that because I've never heard of that name. A lot of the makeup that I've used or that I have are no name branders, and they're some of my best makeups that I own. So don't ever discriminate against makeup brands, because we want to give them our business as well so they can become big one day. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up for more videos like this. Thanks guys, bye.